Lots.
Sorry, guys, the mics haven't cut out again.
Are we on? I'm interested in Navi starting on the CT side. That's traditionally their weaker side of the map. Obviously, we all know it's a CT-sided map, but it's Navi. Anything can happen.
Goodbye to your face, Boomich. Quick Glock tap puts him down to 2. Mousesports, they've successfully crossed Secret despite heavy outside control, but it's all a trap. Electronic was waiting here the entire time, and Mousesports trying to push into the B-bomb site are going to have to get past him and his USP, and Flamey also here. Simple, first blood, as you should expect from this man with a CZ75. Mousesports still looking to commit through this lower door. They've got the smoke going through. Electronic has a gap, though, and him versus the P250 of Rops, doing some damage, dropping off. Plant covered by Rops with a quick shot. Good capitalization from Carrigan. Mousesports just took over the A side.
One thing that I think is good for Mouse about having the player break is it was like a chance for like a mental reset, because it felt like, you know, they were just a team that went from being really good to a sudden decline, and it's always hard to dig yourself out of that, right? And you know, that mental reset can come in a number of ways. Like for some teams, it's changing a player. For others, it's you know, just having some time away. And I feel like having that month off to kind of, you know, remind themselves who they are and what they've done and what they're capable of can mean a hell of a lot. And then the fact that you've got BMAS just sat on the bench, hungry, ready to play. Guys, I'll replace one of you if you ain't careful. That's a nice little incentive to really step it up as well.
What's cool about BMAS quickly is just the fact that, like, you know, inside of this team, we've got 2 30-year-old players being Carrigan and Chris. And these guys, I'm sure, have had a lot of help in molding Rops into the absolute star that he is, coming in, you know, as such a young and inexperienced player to Pro CS. And so, well, we've already got evidence that that can happen. So not only is it Carrigan and Chris able to help BMAS if needed, but you've got Rops there as well, who's proof in the pudding. He can say, you know, whatever help motivate him and help get him to where he is now, he can offer that same insight to BMAS. So yeah, I think it's an interesting move or addition, and we'll see how it progresses post-Cologne. But right now, this is the Mousesports 5 that we know and we love, and they're heading in towards the B-bomb site.
Yeah, Flamey is wrapping around. In the meantime, this is in danger of getting out of hand. Rops is lurking in through ramp, and he's got to do something huge, but the timing's going to be everything. Electronic now coming in, and Rops has seen him. There's another man in the lobby coming in on rotation. Will Rops be ready for another? That's Perfecto with the AK. And down here at the B-bomb site, Boomich digging them down, just holding on, not giving anything up. There's 7 seconds frozen in time, but he gets it. And Perfecto Carrigan was given his first chance initially in like an A-list team by this Mousesports squad years back, all the way at the start of his career.
And frankly, we saw your question answered about Navi bootcamping. They're all 5 together.
They are all 5 together, which is great to see. My thing about Mousesports, I'm wondering is, in my interview with Frozen, he says, oh, we got to the top from grinding from the bottom. They were never at the bottom. They came and they exploded. They were always good. And that's why my concern, can they get themselves out of it? But it looks like it's pretty promising from watching what we've seen so far.
Yeah, this is a good start. Navi winning an eco, though. I mean, add it to the list of low economy rounds in this game that have been won, more than not, funnily enough. So let's see if they, well, everyone's got guns now, so who knows? Mousesports already a man down. Simple's got that AWP out. Heavy A side set up here for Navi, and Mousesports, they found their way in Secret. We're seeing a similar setup to last round. Lobby players and Secret players. Mousesports used this to lurk out ramp, and Rops found success there shortly before dying to the Deagle. But this time they might go up the vents into the A site, with 2 still sitting towards lobby. It's a big risk considering that setup from Navi. Perfecto here, Electronic nearby. Boomich smoked off, and so Perfecto's on an island right now. He's got to hold his own. Right, he can. They almost line up. Good damage. Boomich.
They've got it on lock. I love that, right? Simple. Let's see, man. The fans are all looking, mate. You've got to try and give us something spectacular here. They get down through these outside smokes. Woxic going to be the last man falling in line. And they want to try and get into B. Electronic is already here, posted up with this AK. He's going to have a pretty tall order ahead of him, but Electronic first kill. Oh, and another before he's dealt with by Frozen. Rops in the vent, neck and neck with Boomich. Oh, this is This is an awkward fight. Boomich doesn't know how awkward it is, but it's about to be very awkward indeed. Somehow Boomich has won that. No idea. Back up through the vent, and now it's just Frozen and Woxic with an even split for Navi between either site. It's even odds. Mousesports, they've dealt with Flamey, and now they've just got Simple left to worry about, but that's quite the man to worry about. Simple's dropped the ball. Oh, I don't see many of them nowadays. Let's see though. Chris J. Not going to be the dinosaur of Mouse over here at the A site. Simple's gone aggressive at ramp and he's actually pushed on in. Now, clears that close left side. Now just knows he can home in on the right. Rops is the man ready to go against him. I like this. This feels like a real clash of the titans here between Rops and Simple. Simple's going to fall on back, and Rops has heard a couple of footsteps there, so now aware that this player at ramp might have taken a more passive line. Now, it's important to note that Flamey's often been the man over here towards ramp side, so Simple could be, like a bit of an unknown quantity, and this gives him the option to drop down into B, and that's exactly what he's done here and now. He's going to be holding down lower, even with the option to rotate through Secret and help out nice and quickly, maybe even deal with the outside players. That's if he's needed, though, and right now it doesn't feel like it. Kara going to rock doing what they can, and actually, Frozen's come in with another, so now bomb planted into this 2-on-2. Simple, the man who was on B.
In the fan cams, and Rops, he's a bit of an animal with that deagle. Mousesports have just been banging on these ecos, and now Navi have to win one of their own. I've said that 1,000 times, and I'm going to continue to say it, because it's always seeing Simple with the scout tagged outside as Woxic falls off with his. Mousesports are very well armed in this round. Frozen's taken that AK-47. Rops is solo on the ramp, as is tradition. Flamey getting the door shut and moving away. He is holding lobby on his own. This is pretty standard, exactly how Navi played the pistol as well, with one lurk inside, the rest of them in the yard. Woxic holding a very passive line, but this allows Navi to get inside of main and be a bit of a nuisance if they want. They're going closer, they're going further, and with this double scope, this could be a real problem for Woxic. He's about to get sidelined. Oh no, the Tech 9, it's garbage at the best of times, but Electronic gets one. Trade is in, they know about the second. Rops deals with him as he peels away from the ramp room. That gives room for Flamey to take it, but what can you even do with it at this point? The bomb not under the hands of Navi, and Rops is going more and more aggressive by the second. Ooh, there's the kill from Flamey, but it might all be too little and too late.
I'd hate to be Rops there. It's like, guys, they are everywhere. Hello? Like, they're in ramp, they're outside. Like, where is everyone watching? And here we go, Simple and Flamey now in this 2-on-3. It's not going to be easy, but that's not to say it's impossible. You know, I see Flamey, I see Simple, and I believe. So let's see what they're able to get up to. It's 25 seconds left on the clock. Time is a bit of a problem. They go back for this bomb that was all the way over here outside, and they've been very, very sneaky. But in doing so, they've been very, very slow. Frozen is really the man who can make all the difference here. He's the lone defender at A. If he gets one and dies, even that gives Navi a chance. So really, we need both, and there's the first. Flamey tagging him up, but Frozen's bought enough time for Chris J to come in on the road.
Exciting game, as we kind of expected, as we hoped. But this round will be a bit of a different one. It's just Glocks for Navi. You can see Booster yesterday on an eco like this, in this map, go outside and get an eco ace, starting with a Glock 2K, but I don't think Navi are going to be as fortunate, especially not with his AWP on Woxic, finding first blood and looking for a little bit more. Now it's Navi's turn to bait some shots out, but they're going to be unsuccessful. Frozen swings out wide, great spray, and he gets a third as well, locking down the anti-eco.
Because, you know, they get the rifles out, they've got everything they need. And now we get to see what, you know, the kind of perfect little duo of Simple and Electronic have up their sleeve here. Moving into the T half of play. It's going to be a bit of an outside presence here for Navi. Rops is looking to test the waters with some ramp aggression. The flash goes in and Flamey's blind. That spam kind of gives up the aim of the game, and he knows that that flash has worked. Rops opening this round up with a kill, and this is huge for Mouse. They've got lobby control. Like, they know that Navi are going outside because they physically cannot be anywhere else. And so this kind of shoehorns Navi. They're now faced with two decisions. Do they go back and retake lobby, or do they just commit to outside, knowing that all that information has gone in favor of Mouse? As a result, Mousesports, they've fallen very, very passively back into A, and with 2 players down on B, they are poised. They are ready for whatever comes their way. And as long as they trade evenly here at the B bomb site, they should be able to hold on. That smoke goes down, and it sends Navi packing. That's a little bit upsetting for the Navi squad.
Mousesports are looking fresh, man. They're looking ready to frag because, you know, that was a nice little take. Even if Rops dies there, or if there are more Navi players in the lobby, right after he gets that kill, Carrigan and Chris also flash in through the hut, so it was a 2-pronged attack into the lobby, and all the info in the hands of Mousesports. Electronic has to stop the cross to the site. If he lets that player get behind the silos, he can just stick the bomb. Because he can win the round off with the defuse. So important couple of kills there for Electronic. And now it's bouncing back to the side of the round. Mousesports' little 3-round streak is short-lived. There is a big difference in the fact that they took control of the economy to start the CT side. If you compare that to, you know, Navi's back and forth 4 spies in the first half, sometimes going their way, sometimes not. And well, the difference here, Mousesports, they win 3 gun rounds in a row, and now they have a double orb even after they lost the last. So they are well armed and dangerous, but this is going to be their money bottoming out if they don't win this round. That's the case for either team. So a lot of pressure in round number 21. The smokes land outside.
The decision that Mousesports have made here is something where it looks like they're trying to have like a read as to what's going to happen in this round. They immediately drop Chris J through vents. They have Frozen leave main entirely and take up a position over here in Garage. And so already they're kind of like leaning more towards this B site. And Navi, it's not looking like a B play. What's
no.
Oh no, he's so Smokes missed and he didn't even realize because he's flying as a bat. Frozen does open with 1. Simple dealing with Carrigan in the meantime, and Chris J up through the vent. This is actually a very nice collapse back.
12-10, the eco for Navi. Chance for Mousesports to get that 1 step closer to taking their map pick in this series. What a victory this would be as well, considering we know Navi's history on this map, how much success they've had in tournaments like this. Simple, that's a great shot, saving his teammate's life as Chris gets aggressive through the squeaky door. It's at least an SMG given over, but it's not the end of the world. We know Chris to take the hit when it comes to the low weapons and give his teammates the rifles. True team player in that sense. Right now, Mousesports just need to sit back, relax, and wait for the T's to come to them.
That's just about keeping things in check at ramp. And now Navi, just Simple and Boomich in a 2-on-4. Not the ideal, well, now just Simple in the 1v4, but